Hey, Mark Nelson, marknelsononline.com. Out on my deck today. Just a glorious day out here today. Gonna head out to the lake with my wife. It's gonna be about 80 degrees, be on our pontoon, just enjoy today. Today what I want to do is I actually want to talk about, what is it that's holding you back? And I really believe I've talked to some people and trying to help them through this too, but see if this makes sense. Have you ever bought like a training course and never finished it? Hey, Pamela, good to see you here. Have you ever had a goal to do something and not followed through? Have you ever started a business and then just kind of worked it as hard as you could, but almost get there and not have it go through? See, I was just talking to a buddy of mine, and I had to really go through this too, because I've been reading a book on meditating, and it's talking about mindsets. And somewhere in your life, and I don't know where that comes from, or I had to really do some searching, but somewhere I was told I wasn't good enough, or I wasn't smart enough. It can happen in school. Hey, Christian, middle school's tough. It can happen from family members. It can happen from whatever. But they plant a seed. And then as life grows, see, where mine came from when I started thinking about this was it really came from one of my family members. I'm not going to call it out because it's not a big deal, but we had a very sarcastic family and very teasing family, if that's what they were. And what they did, I was told I just wasn't good enough to do something. And somehow that stuck in my mind, and I started believing in it. And then what happens through life, if this makes sense, hey, when you come on, if you just tell me where you're from and see if this makes sense to you, and if you like it, share it out with your friends. But if what happens as life goes on, see, sometimes we're working towards something and then it just doesn't happen. Like I was an athlete, loved basketball. And I always had these goals of hitting things, but I just never quite made those goals. I just never quite got to where I wanted to be. It seemed like this thought pattern was coming back. Like I just wasn't good enough. And it really blew me away. So here's what I had to do. I really had to go back in and start reprogramming. So what I do is I get up every morning, whether it's meditating or sitting in silence, and I just sit and think. And I talk to myself. See, I am good enough. What I found was that more and more as I told this to, I was trying to reprogram my brain to get those thoughts out of my head. Because just in building a business is a challenge, man. Building a business. To hit the business that you want to achieve, nobody knows what a challenge that is, and how hard that is. And some of us get so stinking close. Oh, I like that, Pamela. You should have them on here. Because I think I can help some people. Because there's some people, talking about business, some people get so stinking close to building that business, and something holds them back. And I really believe it's a thought pattern sitting in there that says, you know what? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are the one somebody's going to actually want to build a business with? Somebody actually wants to buy something from? Who do you think you are that you can be successful? Well, I want to tell you something. And I don't know what your beliefs are, but we were created, you were created to be somebody special. You were created to be a masterpiece. So when you know you're a masterpiece, why do you believe you aren't good enough? So I'm going to give you an assignment. I like to give assignments. If some of you don't know this, I'm a teacher. So I actually had a student of mine on here, Christian Weathers, and he backed off. So I gave assignments every day. But here's your assignment. I want you to start thinking back and start thinking of what limiting beliefs you might have. You know, like, it could be your parents, because we are probably the worst ones to tell your kids, you know, we don't want them to get hurt, so we kind of tell them not to expect too much. But go back and think of what it is. See where its come is. And then this is your assignment. Every morning when you wake up, get to a quiet spot and close your eyes and just go, I am good enough. I am a leader. I am worthy. I'm getting better and better every day. Start reprogramming that thought process. That's all it is. Because I want to see every one of you at the top. Hey, Pamela, I'm sorry that is. I have a wireless challenge going on today. I should have just gone on 4G. Hey, when you come on here in the replay, if it's good, just please tell me where you're coming from. Let me know. Make some comments. Share it with your teammates. And we will talk again tomorrow. I'm headed out to the lake. Bye.